Hello everybody, welcome to today's video. I am working on Daredevil. It's a 3D printed mask I found on Etsy from TBH Prints. I'll go ahead and link him down below in the description. But yeah, this is a 3D printed mask and it is really cool. It's a really good size. Surprisingly, it was pretty much a good size for me, a little bit big. But yeah, here we go. I started bondoing, applying some Bondo and some spray filler primer to the helmet. And basically this is a back and forth process between adding some more material, sanding this thing down, adding more material, sanding it down, and also trying to maintain all of those little intricate grooves along the top of the mask there. So a little bit of back and forth. Here we go with some more sanding. This is always thrilling. This is the best, I'm sorry, not the best part. This is actually the most tedious part of the process, is just sanding. The more sanding you do, the better the paint job is going to look, the less it's going to look like a prop, because the surface is going to look perfect and smooth, and it's going to look really nice when you're ready to lay down some actual paints. And I'll be honest, I think I could have gone a little bit longer with some more sanding. I think there were some detail areas that I could have really worked a little bit more, but as it was, this looks really good. If it's going to be kept on display, it looks amazing. And if it's going to be a cosplay piece, which most likely I'm leaning towards that, it's still going to look just fine, and you'll see pretty soon what I'm talking about. Over here I'm laying down some more Bondo on some spot areas just to make sure it looks a little bit smoother, and trying to work on some of the more intricate details. Right here, it doesn't have a filter. It's already pretty smooth. It's looking fine. So at this point, I figured, what the heck, let's go ahead and lay down the undercoat. It's a gloss black that I'm using. I think it helps the top layer, the red that I'm going to use later, stand out a lot better. And it's a really nice black reflective color, reflective coating, I guess. I'm showing you some of the detail here, but I don't know if you can see, but in some of those grooves, it looks a little bit rough. But it's in the black area, so I thought it's fine, I'll get away with it. It's not going to be a big deal. Either way, the mask is still going to look good. From here, I went ahead and chose Duplicolor red spray paint. It has a little bit of a metallic fleck to it, a little bit of like a spark to it, I guess, a sparkle, whatever. But yeah, it's got a nice metallic color to it, and what I decided to do, instead of painting it an even red, I put more red on the front half of the mask and left it a little bit darker in the back, so it's got this like red gradient going throughout it. And you'll see here what I'm talking about. It's got heavy red, and then as I'm rotating it, you can see some of the gradients fading into the black. I think it's a nicer effect than just a straightforward red. It's a pretty bold red as it is anyway. Yeah, the detail turned out pretty good. I mean, you can kind of, if you're looking closely, you can see some areas need to be sanded a little bit better, but I figured that was fine. And I know in the Netflix TV show, he doesn't have an earpiece, but I figured I'm not always going to have like a neck or a neck covering or that balaclava under the thing, so I figured I would just cover the ears with some foam. I just traced out the shapes and cut it out, hot glued it, and then I added some foam padding to kind of help it sit better on my head. And then I added a little bit of Velcro. You'll see here in a second. I added some Velcro to attach maybe some spandex, and that would wrap around my neck to allow for more freedom of movement when I actually do build out the final full cosplay. This was pretty cool right here. We just added some spandex to it, and here I'm adding the eyes. I just took a pair of dollar store sunglasses, cut out the lenses, heat shaped them so they'd be a little bit easier to manipulate, and then hot glue them into place. And there you go. Oh, right here you can see some of these ear pieces that I made. The initial ear shapes, I thought they would look cool, but I wound up not liking them, so I tore them off. And here we are, of course, with the obligatory selfies with the cowl. There it is. Fully painted, assembled. We'll be working on some more parts of it later, but for now I think this is pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Don't forget to hit that like button and leave a comment. I'll see you around.